3 years ago, David sat alone at his kitchen table, staring at a spreadsheet. The numbers weren't terrible, but they weren't good either. 36 years old, a decent job, a decent apartment, a decent life. And yet every month felt exactly the same. Work, bills, sleep, repeat. The strange part wasn't that he was struggling. The strange part was that he was doing everything society told him to do. Study hard, get a stable career, work your way up, stay patient. But the finish line kept moving. Every raise disappeared. Every promotion felt temporary. Every financial victory lasted about 2 weeks. One evening, while scrolling online after work, David stumbled across a story that made no sense. A single person was earning more money than some companies. No employees, no office, no investors, just a laptop. David laughed. It sounded like internet nonsense. But then he found another story, and another, and another. Writers, designers, programmers, marketers, ordinary people building businesses almost entirely by themselves, all using the same thing, artificial intelligence. At first, David dismissed it, like most people, because when humans encounter something new, they don't usually ask, how can this help me? They ask, how can this hurt me? And that's exactly what happened. The internet was supposed to destroy jobs. Computers were supposed to destroy jobs. Machines were supposed to destroy jobs. Now AI was supposed to destroy jobs. Fear always arrives before understanding. And that's where David got stuck. For months, he watched from the sidelines, reading headlines, watching debates, listening to experts predict the future. Meanwhile, something strange was happening. The people actually using AI weren't arguing. They were building. While everyone else discussed whether the technology was dangerous, a small group quietly learned how to use it. And they began moving faster than everyone around them. One person could now write like a team, research like a department, market like an agency, create like a studio. The old rules were changing. David finally decided to experiment. Nothing dramatic. Just small things. He used AI to help write content, then to organize research, then to automate repetitive tasks, then to help launch a small online service. At first, nothing happened, which is exactly when most people quit, because human nature has always preferred immediate rewards. We plant a seed today and expect a tree tomorrow. When it doesn't happen, we assume the seed was bad. But wealth has never worked that way. The first month, David earned $50. The second month, $200. The third month, $400. Nothing life-changing, nothing impressive, at least not on the surface. But something far more important was happening. For the first time in his life, his income was no longer connected entirely to his hours, and that changed the way he saw the world. Because here's what most people don't realize. The biggest advantage of AI isn't that it works faster. The biggest advantage is that it gives ordinary individuals access to leverage. For centuries, leverage belonged mostly to the wealthy. If you wanted more output, you hired workers. If you wanted more reach, you bought infrastructure. If you wanted more growth, you needed capital. Today, a person with a laptop can access tools that would have required entire departments just a few years ago. That's not a technology story. That's a financial story. And it explains why some people are becoming wealthy so quickly. Not because AI is magical, not because they're geniuses, but because they understand a timeless principle. Wealth grows when leverage grows. A farmer with his hands can cultivate a small field. A farmer with machinery can cultivate hundreds of acres. The farmer didn't become stronger, the tool became stronger. AI is doing the same thing for knowledge work, and here's where the real lesson appears. Most people think technology creates winners. It doesn't. Technology reveals them. Every major shift in history follows the same pattern. Some people see disruption. Others see opportunity. Some focus on what they're losing. Others focus on what they're gaining. The technology is the same. The mindset is different. David eventually grew his side business beyond his salary, not because AI did the work for him, because AI amplified the work he was already willing to do. That's the part the headlines miss. The real wealth isn't being created by artificial intelligence. It's being created by humans who understand how to use leverage before everyone else does. And history suggests that every generation gets a few moments like this. A door opens. Most people stand outside debating whether it's real. A few walk through. Years later, everyone wonders how they got so far ahead. The answer is usually the same. They saw a tool. Everyone else saw a threat. And that may be the most valuable financial lesson hidden inside the AI revolution. The future rarely rewards the people who predict it perfectly. It rewards the people willing to participate in it. Because AI isn't replacing workers, it's creating a new class of one-person businesses. And the people who understand that today may become the wealth builders everyone studies tomorrow.